on, everybody? Alright, guys. Would you guys like to know who won that match? So, here's who won. Neon's going to be happy. Look who won. Liv and Wendy Chu won the match, everybody. They won the match. They won. So now, it's time. They beat Molly and Ruby. And it's time for our Elimination Chamber US title match. So, yeah, that's true. That's true about Eddie. So, guys, it's time. It's time to strip the championship off of Kid Bandit. Okay. See roster, title management, and there's going to be, from now on, I feel like I might have to do every show on pre-tape because I don't like this shit at all. The NBW Women's Champion, United States Champion, WWE, United States Championship. There it is. Kid Bandit. Yep, there we go. My internet can suck my dick. It sucks balls, everybody. Remove champion. There it goes, guys. It's vacant. So we're about to crown a new champion. Yep, there we go. A network error has occurred. You're currently disconnected from the network. Like, no one asked. All right. 6-man. Normal. Nope, we're going to do Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber. I will show the match, and I'll commentate over it. All right, guys? So, who's in this match, you guys want to know? Bork. It'll be Wubsy. Nope, Bird ain't in this. Ricky Starks. Here we go, guys. Alejandro. Juan Cena. There's Juan Cena, everybody. Hang on. Who do you guys think will win? And Trey Lucado. Where is he? I can't change the arena. Well, I can, I think. Can I? No, I can't. Why? Custom match rules. Via board crowd. Off. All right. Title match is on. And the champion. Here we go. There it is. The United States Championship. Here we go, guys. This is what we are looking at. It's going to be Trey Lucado, Bork Lesnar, Alejandro, Wubsy, Juan Cena, and Absolute Ricky Starks. The winner of this match will become the new MEW United States Champion, and they'll move on to Home Run when they'll have to defend it against Neon Bliss and Duncan. Who do you guys think will win? This should be great. And Juan Cena is going to be the first person coming on out. Will it be in a pod or will it be wrestling? We'll see. There he is. It's Juan Cena. Let's go. There he is. Here's Trey. Here comes Ricky Starks. Who's this? Oh, it's Bork. And here comes Alejandro. Who do you guys think will win the United States Championship, everybody? All right. Your chat's dead, everybody. It's probably dead because this is our third or fourth attempt, and chat's usually dead when that happens. I'm here. I'm just reading some stuff right now. And we're starting off with Wubsy and Alejandro. All right, who's next to come on out? We'll have a lot of people. We'll probably have a lot of people for the pay-per-view. But here's Bork, the birthday boy. Imagine if he wins. Uh-oh. And here comes Juan Cena. There's Juan Cena. on. I'm just reading some stuff. And we still have Alejandro, Wubsy, Bork, Juan Cena, and Trey. And there's one more person to enter into this match, and that is Ricky Starks. So Ricky Starks has a huge advantage. He has a huge advantage. But we still got everybody in this match. The favorite right now is looking like it's going to be Trey Lucado. Borg is probably second. Third would probably be Ricky or Juan. Kick out of two. Who you guys think will win? And Bork and Wubsy and Alejandro looking the best. And Ricky Stark's trying to get there too. And it's looking the worst for Juan Cena, unfortunately, or Trey. Oh. There goes Ricky Starks. Ricky, he's out. 5 remain. Who will win? Alejandro, Wubsy, Bork, Juan Cena, or Trey Lucado? Who will be the new United States champion? Alejandro is looking very strong, as well as Wubsy and Bork. And Bork is beating up. Oh, he's oh no. And kick out of 2. And Alejandro, Wubsy, Bork, Juan Cena, and Trey Lucado still in this match. Kick out of 2. Damn, there goes Juan Cena, unfortunately. He ain't becoming champion. And we're down to Bork, Wubsy, and Trey. Alejandro has been eliminated. Kick out of 2. Come on, Bork. It's your birthday. But Trey Lucado trying to ruin it. And to the cover. 1. Kick out of 1 by Wubsy. And Bork has Trey now. Oh, and Trey goes down to the cover. 1, 2. Kick out of 2 by Trey. And Bork is dominating. But Wubsy's getting back up, and Wubsy has a finisher. My God, Trey Lucado to Wubsy. Bork might become the champion to the cover. 1, 2. Kick out of 2.5 by Wubsy. But Trey Lucado wants to get the fans to boo him out of the building as, come on. All right, good. Get Wubsy down. Get Wubsy down. Get Wubsy. But Wubsy reverses. And Wubsy has a finisher. Oh no, what's Wubsy thinking about? And Bork is going to wait on. And Trey goes down. Come on. The Dragon Screw delivered the Trey to the cover. 1, 2. Kick out of 2 by Trey. And Bork. We're down to 3. We're down to 3. It's Bork, Wubsy, and Trey. And there we go. Bork intervening now. Oh no, they're going to team up on Bork. They're going to team up on Bork. Never mind. And Wubsy and Trey. Let's go. Let's go, Bork. If not Bork, Trey, I guess. To the cover. 1, 2, 3. Wubsy's out. It's Bork and Trey. Suplex delivered. The Trey. Come on. Come on, Bork. Come on, Bork. Reversed by Trey. Oh. And Trey has a finisher. Oh, no. And Trey Lucado. And a Bork. No. Not like this. Not on your birthday. Reversed by Bork. Reversed by Bork. Spear. Game over. Come on, pin him. Pin him. We might be the champion. 1, 2. Yeah! Oh, my God. Oh my God! Oh my God! Bork did it on his birthday! Oh my God! Bork did it on his birthday! Oh my gosh! Guys! Yes! 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 Bork is the new champion. Oh my God. Man. So, hey. Look. Kid Bandit lost the bet. It's going to be, there's a 66% chance of the hand still being the United States champion. Oh my God. Bork. Where's Bork? I think he's at Rampage. I think Bork's at Rampage. Hang on. Where's the pin? Where's that pin? Oh, there it is. Congratulations to Bork. Oh my gosh. Congratulations to Bork. Congratulations to Bork. We need him to we need to know Bork needs to be notified. Bork needs to be notified. Home run card. All right, I'm looking. We need to notify Bork. Oh my God. Bork needs to be notified. I'm not kidding. Bork did it. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go. You deserve it, Bork. Hang on. Bork eliminated Trey Lucado to become the United States champion. Let's go. Guys, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you like that. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Hang on. All right, guys. Bork did it. We're going to see Bork versus Duncan versus Neon Bliss at Home Run. That's going to be a banger. That's going to be a banger. But we're going to hear from Seth Rollins coming up next, everybody. We're going to hear from Seth fucking Rollins real quick. Hang on. I'm going to do it off the, this. All right. We'll just imagine everybody made their entrance, all right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ha 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 ha. I beat that little scumbag Samuel Vlogs last week in LA. He thought he can beat me. Well, no. The visionary is fully alive here at MEW. You think Samuel will ever beat me? I doubt it. If he beat me last week, it would have been lucky anyway. He put up a good fight, but I already knew I was going to win. Because I am just that damn good. I'm God. God, I'm so good. And I'm the new WWE United States champion, but I'm not going to defend that championship in MEW. You guys don't deserve it. So, you know what? I'm going to say this. Seth, I'm going to say this out here. Hey, Seth, Seth, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something, Seth. If anything, you got lucky. I had full control most of that match. And I was thinking, you know what? I want one more chance to prove that. And it's going to be a different stipulation than it was in LA. Well, Seth fucking Rollins is going to turn to a Seth Faggot Rollins. That's all he is. He's a faggot. Okay? He's a faggot. But me, Samuel Vlogs. Hey, Seth fucking Rollins. I'm going to represent the hand. Even though I'm Zia. And guess what's going to happen, Seth, in Minneapolis? What about you and me? And last man standing. Seth, once you see me, and once we get to the Target Center, the only one that'll be the last man standing. Me. It's me. If you didn't, you're going to be the last man standing. Well, you're going to have to get your fuck buddy and your butt buddy, Jay White, to help you. Which, I doubt he's going to do that. Because I can kick your butt buddy's ass too. So, Seth, I'll see you in the Target Center. So, guys, we're gonna see Samuel Vlogs versus Seth fucking Rollins. Last man standing in Indianapolis. All right. This is so weird. All right, coming up next, we got Hookhausen, right? Yep. Wait. Yep, we got Hookhausen coming up next. Are you guys pumped to see Last Man Standing, everybody? The Last Man Standing match. The Mule versus, well, the Mule Samuel Vlogs. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Are you guys pumped to see Samuel Vlogs versus Seth fucking Rollins one more time, but this time Last Man Standing? All right, tag team match. All right, here we go. Normal. Hook. Yep, we're going to get Hookhausen. No, we're going to start off with Danhausen. What about that? Danhausen and Hook. Are you guys ready for home run? Yes or no? Are you guys ready for home run? Because I am. Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey. Here we go. Dr. Phil, there he is. And Steve Harvey. All right, guys, here we go. Our next match is coming up next. All right, I'm looking at something right now on Twitter about what's going on in Raleigh. I'm turning on Wario. I'm turning on Wario real quick, guys. If you guys don't, if you don't know what's going on right now, there's a mass shooting in Raleigh, our capital here, and I believe they got the suspect. The suspect is hiding in a barn. I believe he has a hand grenade. Hang on. Where's my remote? I need it. There it is. Guys, can we get some praying emojis in the live chat? Here comes Danhausen.
We'll tell you what's going on with that briefing as soon as. Right now, 8:09, coming up on 8:30 is when that update is expected to happen. The mayor of Raleigh expects to be in attendance as well, so stand by for updates.
Well, I'll tell you, breaking news updates rapidly in this story since it happened around 5:23. I think what was really compelling was that witness describing the person she saw as very young, no facial hair, teenager, baby face, armed, camo.
Yeah, I mean, we still have a lot to learn about the suspect, about what happened, the motivation perhaps behind this. We are hearing about
he's in custody.
Information coming in from the initial shooting scene, which was right there where Eric Miller is. We're talking about Osprey Court Drive, and that's where we were first hearing the first shots being fired right around the 5 o'clock hour. And that's when we were told that there were police activity then going to the Greenway, the Neuse River Greenway, which is right near this Hedingham part of the neighborhood. And now we are looking at, this is the shot from Chad Flowers, where police had blocked off part of the entrance to I-540. This is at Buffalo Road. There is a BP gas station right over to one side of where Chad is. And this is where police now have been doing a lot of their activity, is in this area. Chad, as reported, said that there was a suspect found in McConnell Oliver Road in a barn, that police did enter with a doctor and a Bearcat. They also sent in a drone. And they have found the suspect. The suspect is in custody, according to our sources right now.
We have given you a lot of street names. It just goes to show you how wide this particular search area and the incident area is. And want to go down to Eric Miller. He is in the Osprey Cove Drive area in the Hedingham neighborhood. He's had a chance to speak with some residents there. Eric, what more can you tell us from people who have been living through this for the last 3 hours?
Well, Jerome, I want to give you a closer look at this scene here behind me. As you said, Osprey Cove Drive inside Hedingham, the Hedingham neighborhood. The Greenway is maybe 50 yards off the wall right there. And as I zoom in, you can see literally where all of this started. Neighbors telling us that
they're talking about it.
That police officer's car and that officer running inside that car when he was shot. Multiple bullets coming through both the windshield as well as the window there. You can see personal effects scattered on the ground where this scene played out. These terrifying moments that neighbors had to deal with this afternoon. You know, if you were with us a few minutes ago, you heard that neighbor.
Hey, Bork, who won the chamber match? You. Hey, Bork, guess who's the new U.S. champion? You won, dude. Congratulations, Bork. You won, dude. If you guys don't know what's going on, you guys see this in the background. Yep, you won, Bork. I'm not kidding, dude. I'm not being biased either. You pinned Trey Lucado to win the championship. Now we got Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey versus Hook and Danhausen. But Bork, you're the new champion. The hand added more gold. Yeah, you guys have 3 titles. You got Ryan with the Intercontinental. You got you with the U.S. And, I mean, Neon could win it. So, hey, Neon can win it. I mean, if Neon beats you, it's okay, dude. At least the hand still has championships. And then Bird obviously has the ECW World Championship. And then, if you don't know, we're going to see Brian Vasquez versus Matthew Grantland for the Intercontinental Championship inside a fight pit. And then it's going to be me versus Seth fucking Rollins. And last man standing, and I got a surprise for him. I got a surprise for him. He's going to fucking regret it. I'm telling you, he's going to fucking regret this. He's going to fucking regret it. Yep, here we go. Source. But suspected active shooter in custody. No details on condition.
This is a very dangerous situation. And then the mom who said she had just driven by that area. So I can imagine that it's hard for people to still even come out of their homes. They must feel a little relief right now because a suspect is in custody.
Hey, Brian, I almost say let's keep watching the show. It's turning into a storyline. What the fuck are wrong with people, man? All right, Hang on.
Well, Deborah, I mean, there is still so much concern. I mean, there's relief, right? We're not in the situation that we were in a couple of hours ago, where this guy was still on the run, where he disappeared over the hill and into the greenway here, and neighbors really didn't have any idea where he was, what might be happening here this afternoon. We now know that he is in custody, but still, you talk to folks out here, they tell you one of the reasons they like living around here is because this is a quiet neighborhood, and they say something like this, it is so shocking, it is so jarring, it makes it hard to feel safe in your own home again. I think there are a lot of folks out here who are going to need some time to think about this, to sit with this, to process this, and realize that you had this shooting, this incredibly violent incident playing out right down the street, right in front of homes where kids play on a daily basis here. As you said, folks have been allowed back into their homes here in the Hedingham neighborhood. Every street except for Osprey Cove here behind me has been reopened. Folks have been allowed to go back home. So
We're at Cartoon Network. What's going on Cartoon Network now? Yep, guys, they finally got the shooter in custody. Thank God. If you guys don't know what's going on, there's a mass shooting going on here. Not around here, but in Raleigh. Not around here. Don't worry, it's not around here. It's about like an hour and a half to 2 hours away from me.
We have talked to people who did, know the officer who was shot, know that family. We know that that officer did have a young child who's unfortunately having to be looked after by neighbors here tonight. As both, that officer was rushed to the hospital, his wife going with him.
Why on Cartoon Network?
This community, coming together to try to help.
I forgot Impact's on right now. I forgot Impact was on. I'm gonna show the match though, guys. They are no longer a standalone network. Oh, damn. I mean, cancel your favorite shows and then.
It's just,
oh my gosh.
All the more real, all the more tragic as we are hearing more details about what happened out there today in Hedingham. Let's go back to W. Orioles, Chad Flowers. Chad, you have so many sources in the
Oh my gosh.
You were the one to first break the news that a suspect is in custody according to your.
All right, I'm gonna be happy about this. At least, what's his name, Mr. Articles? At least he's saying that he gave up on Cartoon Network. Hey, I did too. I did. Gave up on them a long time ago. But yeah, guys, apparently, they found the suspect of that shooting. He's between 13 and 16 years old, so he's younger than me. He's younger than me. He has a baby face. He does not have facial hair. So that tells me he's younger than me. That's not even funny. It's not even funny. What am I on? Yeah, I've seen it, Bork. Unfortunate. He's alive. He's in custody. All right. All right, good. He's going to get served what he deserves. Thank God.
All right, let's now go to Leslie Moreno. She has been standing firm.
Thank God. Yeah. He can, yeah, Bork. One officer is killed. 4 other people are dead too. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your life in prison, dork. All right.
Have set up the flares here. This is on Old Milbury. This is the area that has been closed off for the last several hours. We got here at around 6:30. We've seen dozens of vehicles, police cruisers rushing in and out. EMS as well, about a dozen that we counted in the last few hours. We saw an armored vehicle. You can see a vehicle cruiser there. 2 cruisers actually rushing out on Knightdale Road and on an unmarked car there. So certainly a lot of activity going on. We've seen crews rerouted all throughout the evening. We've been talking to witnesses who live in this area, concerned citizens. You can see traffic is still being rerouted. And if you look,
Damn.
I'm not sure if you can show them, John, that row of cars.
I remember someone in my town one day, he was shooting around town. I mean, the officers killed him, but.
They are trying to get into that neighborhood, in this neighborhood here.
We got a match going on right now here. We got Hook. I'm so sorry. I love Hookhausen and Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey, but I'm not trying to pay attention to this right now. I'm trying to look at this. What's going on back here?
Waiting to get home. So still a very active scene here. We are working on, getting some information. You see crews there coming in again. This is on Old Milburnie Road and Nightdale. Still a very active scene. So definitely it looks like it's going to be along that another vehicle here rushing in as well. Leslie, you talked to Dad a little while ago when we were live on the air, and he talked about seeing 100 police cars. This police presence that we were seeing today is unlike what a lot of people have ever seen.
You flipped the table.
It's obviously something very serious. It also had him and his daughter very nervous about everything that was going on today. Yeah, he actually lives about a minute down Nightdale Road here, or Old Milburnie Road here, and he mentioned he was just in his house cleaning when he heard all the chaos.
And Dan Hookhausen wins.
What was actually happening? He says he's lived here for 4 years in this area, and in those 4 years...
There it is. It's confirmed. They have captured the suspect.
He told me he counted in about 2 hours over 100 police vehicles. He mentioned his daughter and his girlfriend or his wife. They were not home yet, so he was concerned about that. At the time, the suspect was still on the loose, so he was concerned, living so close to the scene here where this was all happening. So certainly a scary moment for a lot of residents. Absolutely. Leslie Marino reporting live there in Raleigh. Thank you so much, Leslie.
So much emotion, and parents have to explain to their children what's going on when they don't know themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of questions. Why are there so many police cars in our neighborhood? I can only imagine the conversations going on today.
Well, and that's why we are staying on the air. We have been in continuous coverage now for more than 2 hours because we are trying to figure out information, learn new details, and then be able to bring them to you to try to help allay some concerns.
We are waiting for a news conference. This is a live look at Raleigh Police.
I know, bro. Yeah, Bort 5.
We expect state and local leaders to brief the media on what happened about 3 hours ago on the button in the Osprey Cove neighborhood. This is the Hedingham community. Several people have been shot to death today. Several are in the hospital with serious injuries in the level 1 trauma center there at Wake Med. We have reporters all over the city covering this story, from the area where this happened to the hospital to the staging area.
Let's go to WRL's Chelsea Donovan. She is live now at Wake Med, where all of the people who have been injured have been taken to this evening. And Chelsea, you reported that they are in very critical condition.
Yeah, it's been about an hour, about 55 minutes actually, since the 4th patient came here to Wake Med, and the health officials here telling me, like you mentioned, there was 3 that came in about an hour prior to that. They were all in the level 1 trauma center. Now we know that that 4th person is in the level 1 trauma center. I want to step out of the way so you can still continue to see the heavy police presence here at Wake Med off New Bern Avenue, and you can see the door there with the Raleigh police officer stationed there. And we are noticing everybody coming in still being wanded. They have the perimeter tightly secured.
All right.
According to Wake Med, that is because they have added additional security measures around.
Apparently, the suspect is not down. This one scanner saying that they're waiting on a like an EOD robot, and so they can approach the He's in a barn waiting. He's hiding in a barn.
And that's when we noticed 2 Raleigh police officers on motorcycles escorting a highway patrol officer into the hospital. And then around 7 o'clock, you saw another Wake Med Med EMS unit come into the hospital here. So what's been good in all of
right.
this is in
What's
the
up
last
next?
half hour, we haven't seen a lot of activity. However, in listening to
It's time for Adam Cole, baby, versus Bryan Danielson. I mean, Adam Cole versus Wheeler Yuta. Not Bryan Danielson.
Chelsea, earlier this evening, you had mentioned that people were being frisked as they went through the doors at the emergency department there.
All right, here we go.
Just mentioned it, I missed that, I apologize, but go ahead and explain that.
It was in a neighborhood. It was in a neighborhood, and I got some tortilla chips. So, Bork, I'm guessing you didn't go to Rampage? I mean, who cares about Rampage anyway, but still.
Due to the increase in security in this event, and obviously the trauma and the anxiety and just basically the fright around all of this, the officials here at Wake Med increased their security. It's not a lockdown situation, but they have called what they're calling they're securing the perimeter and adding additional security measures. So that is, again, not customary to be frisked as you would go into the hospital or wanded, as you mentioned, Gerald. But that is the situation here, and it just speaks to the climate that we're in right now, and everybody is tense and on high alert, and that added security, just a little extra peace of mind as folks continue to come in and out of the hospital.
It is very unusual. Chelsea Donovan live at Wake Med. Thank you, Chelsea.
Well, as we await the news conference from Raleigh Police, let's bring you up to speed with some of the details that we are getting into the WRL newsroom. We are hearing from sources a suspect is in custody. One of the neighbors described seeing that suspect as someone very young, wearing all camouflage, having a backpack and black boots, but very, very young, possibly a teenager. We hope to learn more about the suspect coming up at this news conference. Also, we are learning that an officer, Raleigh police officer, was among those shot and killed. We know multiple people are dead, and we are hearing, as you heard Chad Flowers say, that police even recently found another body. So they are going door to door in that Hedingham neighborhood off Osprey Court, and they are checking for people to see who else might have become the victim to this suspect. For
Adam Cole's here.
At Wake Med, as Chelsea just reported, they are in very critical condition. And again, we do expect that Raleigh Police news conference coming up at 8:30.
It has been a difficult day for law enforcement and people who live in this community after what has happened over the last 3 hours or so. We want to go back to Eric Miller. He is standing by live right where this happened. Eric? Well, Gerald, an incredibly difficult day for the folks here along Osprey Cove Drive. This is where everything started earlier this evening. You can still see, even as the Hedingham neighborhood is opened up, an enormous police presence remains right here where this all started. I'm going to step out of the way so you have a better idea.
Yeah.
What you're looking at. If you're just joining us, that white car, you see that on the right side of your screen. Neighbors tell us that car belonged to that Raleigh police officer that was shot. He was sitting in that car when he was shot. Multiple rounds coming in through the front windscreen and those side windows. Neighbors telling us that they saw the shooter moments after this happened. A young man between the ages of 13 and 17 wearing all camouflage, black boots. A woman we spoke to saying she didn't know why, but that image, those black boots, just stuck out to her, wedged in her mind. He was also carrying a long gun. She said it looked like a hunting rifle. She didn't know exactly what it was, but in those moments, I mean, it's absolutely terrifying. And several people we spoke to, they said they moved here to the Hedingham community because they were looking for quiet. They were looking for safe. They were looking for someplace that they can get away from violence that they've experienced in other communities. And instead, that violence has come literally knocking at their door, a crime scene here in the heart of this community. It has been very difficult, Eric, and you've done a great job at taking the temperature, so to speak, of people in that community and talking to residents and getting their feelings for us. We can only imagine what they've been through.
I'm sorry, Gerald. Eric, can you give us an idea of how much of that neighborhood and that street specifically is blocked off right now?
Deborah, it doesn't look like it's that much at this point. So there's sort of two entrances to Osprey Cove Drive. One where I'm standing right here at the intersection of Whistling Straits Way and Osprey Cove Drive. You know, the Neutral Greenway is about 50 yards off to my left, your right here. It appears to be 2 or 3 blocks that is currently closed off in this neighborhood. It's hard to see from exactly the situation. Still, you know, if you think back to where we were 5:36, 6:30 this afternoon, we had that really long line of cars that was outside the entrance to the heading end community. You know, those people who just wanted to get home, who just wanted to, in some cases, reunite with their kids, reunite with. There was one man, he got protesting with Raleigh police because, you know, he said, hey, my mom is in there. She's suffering from cancer right now. You know, he just wanted to be able to get home, to check on her, to make sure she's okay, as you would when something like this is playing out. You know, most of those folks who were concerned, they have been able to go home. It is just a couple of blocks here that are still closed off, but they're likely to be closed off for a while. You know, you think about the way these crime scenes typically work, the way police typically go about their job. We still just have police and even an ambulance still sitting here on this scene at this point. We don't have a forensics team. We don't have those crime scene investigators out here taking pictures, taking a closer look, documenting evidence. I'm going to zoom in here real fast again and take a look at those personal items that you see scattered on the ground right next to that officer's car. So again, still a lot of work left to do here in the Headingham community, even to most people have been allowed to go home. Their officers seem to have backed off from that vehicle, though they do have it surrounded. What exactly are they doing in the area as you look around? Oh, right now, Gerald, it's a combination of things. One of them is just securing this scene, making sure that nobody comes in or out, nobody disturbs the crime scene, nobody disturbs the evidence. The other thing we've seen them doing is talking to neighbors, talking to folks who live right next door to this scene, to what happened, to start getting their stories down as they continue this investigation. You know, talking to folks in this area, we know that some of the people who live down here, you know, that Raleigh police officer, his home is right here. Some of his neighbors who live, you know, right next door, they were the ones who rushed outside, who, you know, take care of and help and have been helping to take care of his young child in the hours after he was shot. You know, his wife had to rush with him to the hospital to check on her husband, make sure he was okay. Those neighbors here have been helping out. They were also helping out in the moments after the shooting, you know, trying to apply pressure to wounds, trying to, you know,
he's not in custody.
Aid that they could before EMS, before police, before those trained professionals were able to get here to the scene. What they've gone through. And we appreciate your report there. Just people looking out the window probably and seeing all this taking place right next door.
I just can't even imagine. It's just so heartbreaking, the more details that we learn. Let's go to Mark Boyle in the Live Center. Mark.
Deborah, right now, 8:32, you talk about all of this new information coming in. We expect to get a lot more information here shortly. What you're looking at, a live picture from the podium in downtown Raleigh. We expect that briefing here soon. As we get new information in, we're going to show you what we have. And this is one tweet. This coming out from Nightdale at 8:15. Take a look at this. So, yeah.
That ain't true.
Nightdale residents, we have been actively monitoring the situation regarding the active shooter in eastern Raleigh. We can now inform you that the suspect has been captured. There's no longer any threat to the public. Okay, so you have that from Nightdale. I'm going to switch this over. This is Raleigh Police 5 minutes ago. They talk about this being an active situation. No suspects in custody at this time. Residents affected advised to remain in their home. Continues here. This is an old tweet 58 minutes ago. So 5 minutes ago, police are saying that this remains an active investigation. No suspects in custody. When people at home are saying, I'm hearing all this new information, we're giving this information as raw as you are at home. So the key piece of all of this is what's going to be coming out of this briefing right here with the mayor and city officials and police department officials clearly working through a lot of details here still at 8:30 this evening.
There's some conflicting information, and we expect that in situations like this as they develop so quickly. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, it can be very confusing. So that's why we have our reporters spread out across the area. Let's go back to Leslie Moreno on the scene there, Nightingale Boulevard and Old Mill Bernie Road. What are you seeing now, Leslie?
Deborah, we've been able to get a bit closer to the scene here. You can see crews still on scene. The flares have been set up, and you can see a long line of cars here. They've been waiting for 30, 45, up to an hour, trying to get into their neighborhood. We just spoke with these.
And Adam Cole, baby, is in a submission from Wheeler Yuta. Willie Tap. He will not tap.
This area has been closed off since we got here at around 6:30. We've just seen nonstop
Pick out.
cruisers in and out, EMS in and out, unmarked vehicles in and out, police also, you know.
Wait, who's this?
tracking traffic here, and a lot of
What the
police
fuck?
waiting to get in. Many of them asking me,
What's Bobby Roode doing here?
they have someone in custody and they're asking why they're still waiting. We're telling them this is a developing
Oh my God, to the cover one. He got a one. But Wheeler Yuta. Oh no, he has submission. Oh no. And the submission is in. Will he tap? Will Adam Cole tap? And he will reverse. But Adam Cole is out to the cover. 1, 2, 3. Wheeler Yuta picks up the victory here tonight. Decent match. Well, I'm saying decent. All right. Yeah. I believe William wants to say something. William wants to say something. So, my good friend Brian Danielson, before this match happened, he told me backstage, Brian Danielson has a challenge for you at Home Run, Adam Cole. What about you versus Danielson in a good old submission match? Well, I know Danielson will win because he's the best technical wrestler in the world. And I don't even know how many submissions you've locked in that are famous. I don't think there's any submissions. There's no submissions that have made you famous. There's a LaBelle lock from Brian Danielson, also known as the Yes Lock, and so much others. He will beat you, Adam. Brian Danielson will beat you at Home Run. He says this: I'll see you at Home Run, but I'll be making you tap out, and all the fans can cheer, and they can boo you out of the building. So, guys, we're going to see Brian Danielson versus Adam Cole submission match at Home Run.
Very young in age, wearing all camouflage, and had a long gun himself, and he was shooting people. They were hearing 2 shots and then 3 shots back to back. So they came outside, and the police arrived, and they were told to stay inside, stay safe. So many parts of the Hedingham neighborhood were then blocked off because they didn't want neighbors to go into this area.
All right.
They were still searching for the suspect.
Time for FTR. Time for FTR versus Chris Jericho and Jake Hager.
They were using helicopters from the State Highway Patrol as well as the troopers you see there on the ground. They were using all kinds of officers to be able to try to search the suspect. And then the scene kept moving from location to location. And the greenway was the tendency to be along where the investigation kept
All right.
moving.
There we go, guys. We're going to run down the Home Run card when we get to our main event match. That will be coming up next.
So that is part of the issue here too.
And Mickey Hangman will sign their contract off stream.
We now have conflicting information about the suspect. Is the suspect in custody? Is the suspect still being tracked down? We are still waiting to hear that information. But in the meantime, we do know at least 4 people very critically injured, and we do know multiple people shot and killed, including a police officer who was off duty.
Yeah, let's go down to Chelsea Donovan. She's outside Wake Med now. We're
All right.
being cared for. Chelsea, very serious condition for these people. What have you learned?
It's been quiet, thankfully, for about the past 35 minutes, which is a good thing. But I want to step out of the way and show you just again. Oh, we've got another ambulance coming in, but that one, of course, doesn't have the flashing lights. We've seen a lot of that lately, but not for the past hour and a half that we've seen those first 3 victims come in, followed around 7:30 or so by that 4th, and we can confirm that all of those victims are part of the incident, the active shooter incident up at the Hedingham neighborhood that we have crews at. And you can see there is still a heavy police presence here at Wake Med. You can see the Raleigh police cruiser stationed at the front of the trauma center there, and it sort of trickles down, and you can see on the left-hand side of your screen to the left of the structure.
Here comes FTR.
Those are cars that started coming in around 6:30, and they came in at a high rate of speed. They are unmarked Raleigh police cars, and we've seen a lot of that coming in over the past 90 minutes. We're sort of waiting and on high alert, listening to what Chad Flowers said. Should there be another victim coming in and potentially the suspect, but that hasn't happened in the last half hour or so. It's been relatively quiet, minus just police cars coming in and out, and a lot of foot traffic at the front of the hospital there. And as we've been reporting over the past 2 hours or so, we do know that Wake Med is on heightened alert. They've added additional security measures, not customary to what you would normally see as you walk through the hospital. They are patting you down. They are frisking you much like you would go through a metal detector at a courthouse. Again, not something you would customarily see at a hospital, but that is for the protection of the visitors and, of course, the patients, and that is in response.
What's an MEW?
The situation that is unfolding up at Hedingham, and they want to make sure, without putting the hospital on lockdown, basically just locking down the perimeter, health officials tell me. So that is what's happening here. But the good news is not in the last 30 to 40 minutes have we seen any ambulance activity or any police vehicles coming in. But once again, 4 victims as part of the Hedingham situation here being treated at Wake Med, and all of them are in the highest level of care in the level 1 trauma center. So we know that means they have incredibly serious injuries.
Yeah, we know you'll stay on top of their conditions, Chelsea, and let us know when anything changes. Thank you.
Some great doctors who work there, so they are in very good hands. All right, now let's go back to Eric Miller, who is in that Hedingham neighborhood where all of this started on Osprey Court. Eric.
However, police continue to hold this scene hours after this first started. You can see the lights, you can see the tape behind me. Osprey Cove Drive still blocked off. Talking to neighbors around here, this started right around 5 o'clock this afternoon. We spoke to one woman who was here literally moments.
And here comes Jake Hager. I've had to do it on my laptop retro because it kept crashing on my PlayStation. Whoa. I guess we got more match. One more match after this.
Some kind of long gun in hand as he went off to the right here, off to where the News River Greenway is. Now, you talk to neighbors here, they'll tell you, folks are always going back and forth. It's one of the nice things about living here along Osprey Cove is that you do have such easy access to that greenway. But for the shooter this afternoon, it provided an easy escape route. That young man, according to witnesses, able to just walk away and walk right down the hill here and onto the greenway, just seemingly moments before Raleigh police arrived here on scene. Now, we've heard secondhand from other neighbors that they saw that young man before this shooting happened, laying in backyards, crouching in the grass, and they had a sense, they had a feeling something is not right here, something is going on. And then a few moments later, they realized what had happened, what was going on. We do just have the one victim here along Osprey Cove Drive. Those other shootings taking place elsewhere. Talking to neighbors who, they say they didn't hear any shots after that first burst here along Osprey Cove Drive. They didn't see any other people get shot. It was only that Raleigh police officer there in that white car. Now, tonight, most of the Hanningham neighborhood has opened back up. It is just a couple of blocks here of Osprey Cove Drive that remain closed down as we wait for those forensics teams to get here to begin doing the long work of piecing together what remains of this crime scene.
Eric, did any of the neighbors seem to recognize the suspect, know who he was?
No, Deborah, the folks we've talked to did not recognize him. Said, a very young man, a lot of those details, the camouflage, the black boots, the gun, really, sticking in their minds. And if you were with us earlier this evening, you heard us talking to a woman live on air who witnessed those moments after the shooting, watched him walk down the hill here. She said he was not familiar. She didn't know who he was, even though she got a very good look at his face.
All right.
Eric Miller reporting live on Osprey Cove Drive for now. Thank you so much, Eric.
We want to go down to WRL photojournalist Chad Flowers. Chad has several well-placed law enforcement sources. He's gotten us some of the information that we have this evening. He has an update now for us. Chad, what do you got?
Hey, Gerald. I just got off the phone about 15 minutes ago with the Raleigh Police Department Chief of Staff, Amanda Roll. She wanted to make sure that we know that the suspect is not in custody at this moment. They believe that the suspect is still in the barn. They are not sure what his condition is. They still have the barn surrounded, but they are working to make entry on the barn. But she wanted to make sure that everybody is aware that the suspect is not in custody. The shooter specifically said, is the shooter in custody? Can you confirm that? And she said, no, the shooter is not in custody. I can confirm that. But they believe that he's still in the barn. They have that barn surrounded. The area surrounding other areas they have opened back up 540 now. That road is back open. Buffalo Road is now back open. So there's a lot. The crime scene, or the scene of where the suspect is, has narrowed itself to a pinpoint area, actually, on McConnell Oliver Road, and that is where police are waiting to make entry into that barn. But right now, just to confirm, the suspect is not physically in their custody, and they don't know his condition, but they believe he is still in that barn.
Clear. McConnell Oliver Road is where this barn is. The suspect is inside. Police don't have him in custody, but they have the barn surrounded. That is what we have.
That is the information that I received from the Raleigh Police Department Chief of Staff, yes.
Would she go so far as to say that the threat of people who live in that surrounding area is over?
No, in fact, she pointed that out. She said, people in that area should still be on high alert, precaution, stay in your homes, keep your doors locked. You do not need to be outside if you're in that general area there. This has been a fluid situation all night, and as you know.
All right, guys, we got FTR versus. Yeah. Yep, it's the Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho. And remember, FTR will have to defend their championships against Bird and Alex, or the mystery team that will be found out Adam Home Run. And it's going to be on the pre-show, guys. It's a very familiar team, everybody. You guys are going. It's going to be a huge pop. Hope you guys are there. And that's going to be next Sunday for our pay-per-view. And the Maniac will be revealed. And we do not have a Maniac promo tonight. She's told me she is she's all ready to reveal her identity in Indianapolis.
Several people are dead here. It's been a deadly day here in East Raleigh and Hayhead community. 4 people fighting for their lives right now. We've met. We have Chelsea Donovan there covering their conditions. And we're waiting for the news conference now. It's supposed to be at 8:30. We're now 18 minutes past that. Aaron Thomas is standing right next to that podium. Aaron, any other news about when they might be coming out?
Yeah, Jordan, I'm glad you asked that. We actually just had a spokeswoman with the city of Raleigh who just came out within the past 2 minutes or so who just said that the officials we're planning to hear from could be coming out within the next few minutes. Is that 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Is it 15 minutes? Of course, it's a waiting game. We did also learn this from her. She said that they're planning to have updates for the media every hour on the hour. So whether that's a new development as it relates to the suspect or anyone in the area, that at least is good news for us. So just to kind of set the scene for you, this is something that a lot of people are clearly invested in. We have several media outlets on standby as we wait to hear from the Raleigh mayor, the Raleigh city manager, as well as a spokesperson from the Raleigh Police Department. Folks living over in that neighborhood where all of this unfolded clearly on edge.
Who do you guys think will win, FTR or the JAS? And look, I think it was looking like I think the JAS might steal the victory. They might. 7-star FTR might not win.
Aaron, I'm sorry. Can I jump in here and just ask, are you expecting the Raleigh police chief to be there at the news conference?
So from our understanding, it will be the Raleigh spokesperson, Lieutenant Jason Borio, that will be there.
Hang on, guys.
Raleigh mayor.
Of the suspect inside of a barn on McConnell Oliver Road, surrounded by police officers. I tell you, if you live in this area, you're probably not quite sure what's been going on today unless you've been watching our newscast. And we appreciate you doing that. We know that this information changes frequently and without a moment's notice or at a moment's notice when we get new information that might conflict something that we've said earlier.
This is a live picture you're watching right now from Osprey Cove Drive, where that Raleigh police officer's white car remains sitting there with the door open and personal belongings on the ground. We do know that the officer was shot and killed, one of the first victims of this suspect who went on this shooting spree in East Raleigh earlier this afternoon. This all happened right after 5 o'clock is when we got the first word of what had happened. This is some of the video from earlier today. You're watching on the left side of your screen with that live picture on the right side of your screen. They had blocked off the neighborhood so that people who live in the Hedingham area, right off South Hall and Eagle Trace Road, they were not able to get into their neighborhood as police were trying their best to find the suspect. It took several hours before they were able to track him down, but they were using several different ways to do that. You're watching here from WRL Sky 5, where police were using K9 dogs to be able to go through the woods. They were using a Sky 5 helicopter over those trees to be able to try to search for a suspect in the woods. But we understand that the person accused of going on the shooting spree had camouflage on, had a backpack, a long gun, and black boots on, so was possibly prepared for difficult terrain and being able to move through areas that perhaps would not be easily done otherwise if you were not prepared with that kind of equipment.
It's such a densely wooded area that they had to search for the suspect. We want to get you up to speed if you're just joining us here at 8:52 p.m. This happened just after 5 p.m. on Osprey Cove Drive in the Hedingham neighborhood. Several people, including a police officer, have been killed. We have 4 people in the trauma center at Wake Med right now fighting for their lives. This area, residents in this area were told to shelter in place. Traffic had been blocked during the height of the rush hour. So people coming home from work, they were greeted by this law enforcement presence when they got to their community.
Let's go to Mark Boyle in the WRL Live Center now with any updated information. Mark?
All right, so Deborah, I'm pulling up this Raleigh tweet. This is important as we continue to get new information. This is last updated at 8:27, saying this remains an active investigation. And the briefing that you're looking at live right there is where we expect to get information from shortly.
All right, guys, I'm back, everybody.
And what's not, but that's the most recent information. And so as soon as more details come out, we're going to bring this briefing to you live.
Who won? Chris Jericho? Okay, everybody, are you guys ready to hear the home run card? Here's the home run card, everybody. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Here's the home run card. Oh. Here's the card for home run, everybody. Here we go. Our main event of home run will be Hangman Adam Page versus Mickey Mouse for the MEW World Championship. It'll be no holds barred. Then we crown a new United States champion here tonight, Brock Lesnar, and he'll be defending that championship against Duncan and Neon Bliss in a triple threat match for the MEW United States Championship. Then Bridget will go one-on-one with Heather, the champion, for the MEW Women's Championship. Then we will see a casino ladder match for the women's division, as we've seen one for the men's at Mania. It'll be Karashita, Wendy Chu, Molly, Ruby, Liv Morgan, and the Joker, rumored to be the Maniac. The winner will go on to face Bridget or Heather at Grand Slam for the MEW Women's Championship. Then FTR will defend their championships against the winners of Bird and Alex versus the Mystery Team for the MEW Tag Team Championship. By the way, Bird and Alex versus that Mystery Tag Team will be on the buy-in. The only match on the buy-in. Then Conman 167 will go one-on-one with the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. Then Ryan Vasquez will have to defend his MEW Intercontinental Championship against Matthew Grantland, but now it'll be inside the fight pit. Then we will see Adam Cole, baby, versus Bryan Danielson in a submission match, but I'm going to up the stakes a little bit. What about I Quit? What about I Quit? Let's do it. Adam Cole versus Bryan Danielson in a I Quit match at MEW Home Run. Are you guys hyped? Are you guys hyped for Home Run? Should be a great show. And that's going to be on Sunday, October the 23rd. It's time for our main event, everybody. It'll be Bird versus Gumball. And that'll be for the MEW and our not the MEW. The ECW World Championship. And we're gonna reveal a new name for that championship at Home Run. Are you guys ready for Home Run? Should be great. One manager. How do you do a fight pit match? I'm gonna have to find a way to. I believe you can do it with a steel cage, and then the only way you can win is with submission or KO. I think that can work. I hope that's how I can do it. I hope that's how I can do it.
You're going to be wanted, and we've been talking all night. That is highly unusual for a hospital. Usually you go in and you can
yeah, Retro. I think the I Quit match, it's going to be some great matches. Yeah, it should be fun. This show should be fun. And plus, we're going to learn the identity of the Maniac. We're going to see some surprises. We're going to reveal our commentary team. And it's going to be consisting of 3 members. Akabarka will be 1 WWE commentary member. Someone special from Khan's chat that he's really good friends with. And a moderator
from the con chat that has never wrestled in MEW, so it's not you, Retro.
Just a quick question. Because the emergency room there has been so busy at that level 1 trauma center there.
All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go shave real quick, and I'll be back.
They had to turn anyone away for other types of emergencies that people are looking at.
That's a great question, and I did ask, and not at this time. They're continuing to provide that high level of care not only to these active shooter victims, but of course the public that are just coming out in and out. We've seen, Johnston County EMS coming through here, so we know that their focus remains to the entire community. Obviously, we know that that's a large trauma center. They can treat a large number of patients, so they are continuing to provide services for anyone who needs them.
So incredible work there. All right, Chelsea Donovan reporting live for us. Thank you, Chelsea.
We're coming up on 9 p.m. Some of you may be looking for Law and Order SVU. We are staying with this breaking news tonight. You can find Law and Order SVU on WREL2, Spectrum Channel 1255, or over the air on 5.2.
We are continuing to await a news conference from Raleigh leaders talking about the situation. And we are going to talk to Eric. Okay. All right.
Eric Miller back at the scene, Eric, on Osprey Cove.
I'm sorry. They are telling us now
we're gonna go with this.
the mayor. Eric, stand by. We will get back to you. Right now, the mayor of Raleigh, Marianne Baldwin, is walking out with other leaders in Raleigh, and hopefully we'll learn more. Let's listen in.
Oh, here we go. We're getting the news conference.
But I can't help. Hey, we shouldn't be having any trouble on the laptop, though. Here comes Bird. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. Someone's probably going to walk in my room. Here's Alex and Bird. Let's go. Hang on. I'll be back.
Hi, Raleigh Mayor Marianne Baldwin. With me tonight. With me tonight is our Chief Police Information Officer, Lieutenant Justin Guardio, our City Manager, Marshall Adams David, our Fire Chief, Griffin, and Stephen Bentley from Parks and Recreation. This is a sad and tragic day for the city of Raleigh. Just after 5 p.m. today, multiple people were shot on the News River Freeway near Heading Hill subdivision. There is currently an active investigation. At this time, what we can report is that RPD has confirmed 5 fatalities. One of them was an off-duty Raleigh police officer. 2 others were also transported to the hospital. One is a Raleigh police canine officer. Thankfully, he did not have life-threatening injuries. At about 8 p.m., Raleigh police reported that they had a suspect contained in a residence in the area. Raleigh police are being assisted by numerous local and state law enforcement agencies. I would like to thank Governor Cooper for his swift action in assisting us and providing us resources that we needed. And I'd like to thank him for his support during this very difficult time. I'd also like to thank all of the assisting agencies. We appreciate their help and their support. all of us in Raleigh right now need to come together. We need to support those in our community who have suffered a terrible loss, a loss of a loved one. We need to support the family of the police officer who was killed and also the police officer who was shot. It's a tragic day because Raleigh police have lost one of its own. I just want to thank the extraordinary officers of the Raleigh Police Department who even now, right now, are protecting us and putting themselves in harm's way to arrest the suspect.
Damn. Bird is still the champion. All right.
And I just want to say we really appreciate them.
Bird is still the champion.
To all of you watching or listening, I would ask
Wait. Hey, was I playing Gumball? Yes or no? Was I playing Gumball? Yes or no? You know what? Hang on.
you as a community need to come together
Or did he just get squashed?
for those who need us now. And we must do more. We must stop this mindless violence in America. We must address gun violence. We have much to do. And tonight we have
Oh my gosh. I'm going to look at this. Yeah, Gumball.
We will be back to report later to you this evening. Lieutenant Borneo will give you some times and dates. Times when we'll be available. But I'd like to
I think Bird just squashed Gumball. Oh my gosh.
in our great city.
He did. So guys, that's it. Bird retains. That was quick. That was quick. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe. So guys, that was it. That was MEW Spectre in Indianapolis. I will see you guys. Not tonight. He did. All right, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown. If you're here for MEW, I will see you next Sunday. So long, everybody.